All right, so today we'll be talking about what's happening now.
Welcome to another episode of Maestro Speaks podcast.
The equivalent of love is forgiveness.
Mhm.
You cannot love without forgiveness.
Lumabalin ka rin iti young generation anda kumamot nga mapasaran.
Naibag nga morning mo ako Il Maestro.
Tanya deh kung nanay tayo may isa.
I-appeal mo.
Buhayin.
Apil ko man kada gitu ko.
Pipi ako man pilit ganun tutok na.
Di pa nag-approach mo rin?
Amo pa approach beta. Nang nangug ko nga ibagbagan pa lang ni Lola kiti.
You better know the substance of the law.
Bayaw mo nang ibagas ni Manong.
And who cares if people have dark skin, right?
Kaanakan iti with expiration.
You find an inspiration in this, we have done, and you have done your noble part.
El Maestro Speaks podcast.
I do hope that you found inspirations to these things we are doing here. All right, so I look sleepy on the screen. I feel sleepy, but I'm good because I'm drinking coffee. Mm. For those who are listening, just listening. Okay, so all right. So what's happening now here in the Philippines? Uh, for those who are listening from other countries like Canada or Hong Kong, how are you there? And I think the people listening there are OFWs or our fellow Filipinos who are working abroad. And we also have some listeners in Canada and Singapore. Okay, so wherever you are in this part of the world, thank you so much for listening and appreciating this bit of a podcast. All right, so in this episode, we'll be talking about what's happening now. And here in the Philippines, we have just finished, you know, um, I think I just read it in the news this morning that we have this singer here. Her name is Shaira, and uh, she has this song entitled "Selos." I want you to hear it. I mean, so you can form your own opinion about it. So this is the song. Now listen to it. There we go. Wow, so long. We're just so long. Just pass it forward. Here we go. Yeah, really good. All right. Okay, there it is. Okay, so that was the song that took the center stage in the multimedia platform for the past weeks because accordingly that song was taken or it was patterned from this song. I want you to listen to this. Okay, here you go. And which one is better? Let's try this. The intro is delicious. Oh, wait, let's try again. Okay, it's as far as I can go with that. We don't want to be striked on YouTube. Anyway, oh, there are okay. In my opinion, I'm not a good musician, but that those two songs are exactly the same. Right? Despite the lyrics, of course, they're the same. The tempo, this first one, the Selos is has a faster tempo than the Trouble Is a Friend by Lenk. it's the same. Now, this song here, the Trouble is a Friend, came out in 2008, and that Selos just months ago. Came out months ago. So, can be said that the Selos song being sung by our Filipino singer Shaira is or was copied from Lenka's Trouble is a Friend. Now, according to the news, this issue has been already, I mean, it's already fixed. So the problem is solved already. They reached an amicable settlement or a peaceful agreement with the composer of that music. Now, there's some news that some of the songs of Shaira, I don't know her, she's a good singer, and I wish her well. That some of the songs of Shaira, the melodies has been copied from the songs of other singers from other countries like Indonesia and some parts of the world. Well, uh, it kind of looks like they show the sample of it. You can just browse it in TikTok and you can see there's a sample showing the comparison between her music and music from other countries. And yeah, you can even a person who's not a singer can see the similarities. Now, back when I was in college, I cannot remember the exact or the particular details of the story, but there was a singer who took a riff like a certain part of a song. There's his song, there's a certain part that is like totally the same with a song of a popular artist, and he got sued for that for copyright infringement. And imagine that's just a portion of it, kind of looks the same with this song of this popular artist, and he still got sued for it. Even one of the popular singer, what's the name? Ed Sheeran, yeah, singer of Perfect, has been sued by someone claiming that the chord progression of his song is the same with the chord progression, I think, of the song of a singer related to them. That's why they sued Ed Sheeran. Even the even who sang the Stairway to Heaven, a Led Zeppelin, has been sued because accordingly the intro for A Stairway to Heaven by the Led Zeppelin is very similar to the intro of a song from another band back in the day. Now, just imagine that it's just a part of the song that they can claim a copyright infringement from it. So you can see the amount of trouble that you will be facing if you are the artist that have, or I mean, if you are like Shaira, it's still in the internet. The internet is divided regarding this matter, and I don't know why. Maybe let's say ignorance is bliss, but we all know that there's a law regarding this one. That's why YouTube is very strict in playing music in their platform because of copyright laws, right? And I think copyright laws in the entire world, whether you are from the Philippines, from the United States, or from other countries, are exactly the same. I don't think there's any difference. So I'm not sure why the internet is divided with this matter. Um, it's clear as day and night that the camp of Shaira made a copyright infringement violation. Yeah, but still, there are some people supporting her. The worst thing that's happening is that they are bashing the owner of that song, Lenka. They're like insulting her, sending her different messages. I saw a news like that. So, uh, one of the disadvantage of social media, you know. Now, why is this thing I'm talking about right now? And in this episode of What's Happening Now, why am I talking about this? How is this related to Igorot culture? Well, because of this, I want you to listen to this. Well, we all know the Igorots love country music, right? So, uh, until now, majority of Igorots love country music. Well, there are some who have their own choice of music. Like now, I'm browsing the internet like 2 days ago, and I saw this kid from, I call him kid because I'm old now. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but I know, I know that that kid is younger, a lot younger than me, and he is the first. I think he's claiming, and I would say I would agree with him that he is the first Kalanguya. Kalanguya is a language here in the Cordillera, and a group name of the group or a tribe here in Benguet is the first Kalanguya rapper, and good for him. Okay, but still, majority of the people here in the Cordilleras, Benguet in particular, loves country music. We don't know the reason. Maybe they can relate to the stories that the country songs are telling. Now, excuse me. I wanted to listen to this country song. Okay, here we go. I want this one. I'll take this from Brian White Official. Okay, let's try it. Oh, I'm so gonna be busted in YouTube for this.
Tonight,
Without someone to love.
stars are shining bright.
Okay, the title of this song
One more
is
wish
Someone
goes out.
Else's Star. And then I want you to listen to this. All right, so here we go. By right here. I want you to listen to this, and it's just for the demonstration, so we can have a foundation for a discussion. Okay, so in the video, it says there that this song was adapted from Someone Else's Star by Brian White. Okay. And there's a the song was patterned from the song of Brian White, who is subtitled Brian White, Someone Else's Star, wherein this local Cordillera artist Kendall was inspired to compose a similar melody with the same emotion about love and frustration among Igorot lovers in the Cordilleras. So that was at least they acknowledge that the song, but they said the word there is, I don't know, the composed. He said composed, but I don't know. Maybe he he wrote a lyrics and then borrowed. That would be the proper term, right? Borrowed the melody to like um how can I say this? To sing the frustrations of Cordillera or Igorot lovers. So hear this. Listen to this. There you go. It's the same.
Day say labi, Ay ipnan ay nanantangad simplo daya.
There you go. It's the same. Someone else's star. What's that? And Talao. And by the way, I had a podcast with Sendong Talao, and he explained also his side on this matter. Okay. Next we have, here we go. Here, this one. To listen to this. All right. I have to talk over it, so and I put the ducking effect. There we go. Let's- Okay, another Igorot song. Okay, now here is where they got the melody inside of my guitar. There you go. Listen, it's exactly the same. There you go. All right. Let's have one line of the song. There's a place I want to know you. All right. Sorry. Okay, and here's another one. Oh, maybe this will be the last song, and then let's talk about the reason. Okay, they want to talk about this. Oh, there you go. And this one here, no, I mean, the copy of this one is very popular back when I was in college. In fact, I know the singer who sang the song.
Around the world, if it don't know this country, I'll still.
Okay, that's enough for that. And we have, I cannot find the original music video. I guess it was taken down by YouTube. Let's see if we can find the cover. If they made, I think this one. Oh, here we go. Okay. A little bit faster in the tempo. Okay. The singer has a very good voice. It's almost like the original one. Huh? Okay. But that was the same, exactly, right? So, so why am I talking about this? Well, just to highlight the fact that it was not just Shaira. It was not just Shaira who made this error. I mean, the composer that's writing for Shaira, maybe, or Shaira herself, was not the only musician or artist that did this error. Okay. Um, a lot of us here in the Igorot land, you know, a lot of us here in the Igorot country, excuse me, all right, has been committing these errors since time immemorial. I had a podcast with one of the popular vlogger here, And according to him, his research um, about Igorot music will tell you that like around 80% of a song being sung by Igorot singers is a copied melody of sort. Yeah, you know. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some singers here who created their own music. Well, until we will find out where they got the music or the tune. But for me, okay, say for example, this one here. Mhm. I like this one because I like the flow of the lead and the arrangement. Okay, here we go. This was sung by a priest. You see, okay, this was created by an Igorot singer. So I'm not saying that not, I mean, all of our songs or all of the Igorot songs are copied, but then majority of them, most of them. And that's why I'm saying that it's not just Shaira who made this error, even our singers here too. In fact, when you go internationally, there are some singers also in other country that copied our song. Okay, so one famous example is this one here. I want you to listen to this. There you go. Okay, but listening to that intro, you already know what song is that. Okay, I don't know who translated this in English. Okay, so Freddie Aguilar is the one who sang it, but I want the English version that was sung by other singers. Oh, cannot find child. So, okay, I cannot find the singer the song that was sung by a different singer other than Freddie Aguilar. But it also has, aside from English, it also has this one. Okay, not that one. Spanish version. They have Spanish version, they have Malay version. So they have the song was translated in a different language. What I'm trying to say here is that okay, a lot of singers have done this, not just Shaira. So I don't think she deserves the hate that she received in the internet also. She made mistake. I mean, her camp made a mistake, and they gotta pay for it. You gotta like what we say. What I always say that you gotta face the consequence of your action. Okay, regardless of which, if even if that's a negative or positive, that's why. In order to face a positive reaction, you gotta do good things, right? Now, the reality of life is that if you made a mistake, you gotta face the consequence. But the hate that she has been receiving from a lot of people who think that, you know, they are they won't be making any mistakes in the future is, I mean, it's unwarranted. Um, and going back to the the connection in the Igorot culture is that uh, my opinion on this matter is that, like what I said, you can use any kind of music as long as you have went through the legal process as a respect to the owner of that intellectual property. It's not simple to create music only to be, just imagine you created the music, you brought it out in the world, and just to be taken by someone else and claim that it's theirs. That's going to be painful. Yeah. So it it's okay. I mean, it's okay as long as you go through the legal process. Just imagine if in the songs that I've been playing a while ago, Igorot songs being copied from other country songs, they became so popular back in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Especially the YNSD. There are a lot of songs. Actually, there's one CD wherein most of the songs that are there are copied, and the melodies are copied and it was changed into a local dialect and was sold throughout the Cordillera area. And the market for that kind of music is big. So they made money out of it, you know. Uh, Actually, I was passing by this store where people are selling those kind of music. And then I heard this story wherein, oh, somebody's telling that we just copy musics from country songs, and we don't have any original song. Well, my answer to that, this is being stated by a lady in the music store. And she said, well, my answer to that is yes, we're copying the music, but we copy it properly. And I think she means they copy every notes and beats and rest. But in terms of properly asking the artist to borrow the music, well, I don't think they did that, you know. And that's where I have issues with songs like that because I it's it is a disrespect to the artist, in my opinion. My stand here is a disrespect to the artist to just be taking their property without asking permission and then putting your own creation on top of it. And when the people hear the tune, they will think that you're the one who made it without acknowledging the original owner. That's just a it's another kind of thievery, in my opinion. You know, uh, I had also some singers here in my podcast who's explaining me this. There are three kinds of writing music. One is the original composition. One is adaptation, and one is I don't give a hell about that. Okay, but the thing here is the issue here is that did you ask permission when you use the music? You know, well, like I said, if social media back then was popular, like or prevalent like how it is right now, then a lot of our singers in the Igorot country will be in trouble for doing such thing, you know. So again, I have no qualms against this. I'm friends with these singers here. Um, Sendong Talao is a good friend of mine. Um, and I don't have qualms against them. I don't. But this issue that I'm sharing, I mean, we're discussing right now. That's where I stand. That's what I'm saying here about this issue of using the melody of a song, translating it. It's okay. Especially, like I said, this is very popular here in the Cordillera. Well, maybe we can also, there's the consumers is a part here, or a responsibility here. And maybe you can say, if we're playing the blame game, they can be blamed also because they they like buying this kind of music back then when CDs and DVDs are very popular. This kinds of music videos and CDs are very popular, and a lot of people are buying it back in the day. Uh, it didn't come through in the internet right now because the the program for they can easily detect the music. Back in the day, you can you can have this one. I think they even played it in the radio, you know. But there are some radio stations that said that that is going against the copyright law. Some of them didn't play it. Some one radio announcer even prohibited singers because he has a program back then of where singers can go to the radio station, get an acoustic guitar and play music through and in the radio, and he prohibited singers from singing those songs that has a copied melody. Okay, now I'm not I'm not cheating on our singers. I love them again, like I said. But regarding this issue, this is where I stand. It's okay to copy the melody as long as you copy it properly. And by that I mean you go to the proper and legal process. All right? Okay. And, you know, uh, not all, again, like not all of Igorot singers have copied music. Even Sindong has some original tunes that became very popular. She has a lot. She has a lot. He has a lot of. I mean, he has a lot of songs with original tunes and melodies that are very popular. When Low Low Low. What else? Duligan. Those songs. Yes, very popular songs. I have. We have Swing. How are you? Shout out to you, Manong Swing, who has also some original tunes and songs that became popular. Miss Margaret Lucano, the singer of Winus D, um, has also songs in original tune that was popular. And the writer and composer for Margaret Lucano, engineer Paul Masilam. How are you, sir? I hope we can talk in this podcast someday. Actually, I called him like months ago, trying to fix the schedule where I can have him, and okay, we can ask him more about this, where he stands on it, and he also have written original tunes that became very popular. That is being sung by Margaret Lucano and being sung by him. He's actually a good singer too. So as long as you go through the proper process, like what happened, it's so good that Lenka, going back to Shaira's predicament, it's so good that Lenka, they and her had a peaceful agreement. So I think right now, this song Selos is back on Spotify. Spotify is where you can listen to this podcast also. And again, like I said, they came to a peaceful agreement, and then there was this note that is stating that the melody I think was composed by Lenka. So all is good, all is well. But again, let's do it in a proper way. Like we said in the issue of TVJ and the lost hosts about the uh, you know ownership. This is exactly the same as that. We have to respect the one who created the idea. In this case, to respect the one who created the music. Do it properly. And what I mean with properly is do it legally. All right. And we have another one here. The next topic I'll be talking about here and what's happening now is this one. I want you to listen. Okay, there was this viral video about a guy, a vlogger. I don't know his name. Okay, I cannot find it. Let's try. I cannot find it in YouTube, so let's try to find it in TikTok. Okay, about this mm, mm, about calling someone Igorot, and I think using Igorot, the Igorot word in a derogatory way. Okay, like, I think they took it down. I think they took the video down. But in his video, he is having an argument. He's having an argument with a girl, and then he said, "Ayaw kitang." I don't know. Masama daw matawag na igorot. I don't know how the argument started, but then he said, "Sama daw matawag na igorot," and then uh, in the flow of their conversation, you can see that the word Igorot is being used in a derogatory way. Maybe they're trying to use it as someone who is ugly. So he came up with a video in reply to the criticism that he is receiving, and he said, "I used the Igorot, but I did not say that Igorots are ugly." He said, "I did not say that Igorots are bad. I did not say that. I just said Igorot." Said it that way. But again, the reason why the reason why I take offense in what they did in that video is that, again, like I said, they are using the word Igorot in a derogatory way. They are implying that Igorot is something bad. It is implied by the way they are having their conversation. We can understand that it's like that, you know? And I saw some comments from our fellow Igorot brothers, vloggers, and, what you call the netizens, internet citizens. And they're saying that we need, okay, come on, fellow Igorots, let's report this guy, something like that, maybe in an attempt to, I mean, take down the channel or something, or black him, or whatever's punishment that the social media platforms will give him. Okay, and at that point, okay, that's where I disagree. All right, so if because if we will try to report him, I mean, in short, cancel him, that will not do a thing at all to change his belief about Igorots. In fact, it might worsen the situation, or it might worsen his belief about us Igorots. He is entitled, with his twisted and stupid opinion. We live in a democratic country, and in the internet world, we should keep it democratic. It's not hurting anyone. He's not harming anyone by saying, or maybe implying that Igorots are, you know, ugly people. Well, maybe he's just talking about me. But, you know, to cancel him is an overreach to his right to express himself, you know. So I won't agree with reporting him to black his page or channel or whatever. Let's not do that. There's an overreach, and I think we Igorots know better. We know the word inayan, right? If we do that, well, in the future, we're just human. And in the future, for sure, we will make a mistake, you know? And let's not do that. Let's just not do that. All right? So it's my opinion, it'll matter. Okay? And even as sometimes Igorots, and I often hear this also, we have prejudice to other cultures also. We have prejudice to other tribes. So let's not say that we are clean with regards to this matter. Well, I understand we are humans. We're trying to, you know, um, we are trying to strengthen, I mean, to do the right thing. But sometimes we do that thing also. And you do this. Like, I'll just say, okay, you do this with our fellow Aita tribe, you know? So let's not claim that we're clean here. Not just the Igorots, all of us Filipinos, we do that. We do that and we should stop it. Okay. Um, what we can do is to educate people about this matter. That Igorots are like this, the word came from like that. And it describes, it's talking about people living in the mountain like that. And people that are living in the mountain look like this. Mm, yeah, it does that. They don't look like me. They're more handsome, prettier, something like that. We'll find ways to educate people, but canceling is never the answer. Let's not bring the cancel game here in our country. That's not the solution. Censoring, I mean, yeah, is never the answer for those kinds of things. Educating, using this platform to educate people is better than that, you know? And let's help, because like I said a while ago, let's help, you know, share the love through internet and destroy wrong notions about all the tribes here in our country, not just Igorots, not just Itis, but all the tribes. Like, let's call out, especially DepEd sometimes. I mean, not DepEd. There are some books coming out, you know, that are erroneous in describing our tribes sometimes. So, using this platform, let's call them out. And that will fix this problem. More education, not canceling. All right. So that's it for what's happening now. And let's spread the love. And till next time.